Welcome to Everything Explained. I'm your host, and today we answer a question you may have spotted in online chats. Why do people call watermelon a symbol of Palestinian resistance? It sounds strange at first, but there's a thoughtful mix of color, culture, and daily life behind it. First, let's talk about where the idea comes from. The Palestinian flag carries the colors black, white, green, and red. In many online posts and street art, people notice these four colors echoed beautifully and simply in a watermelon. The rind is green, the inner flesh is red, and there are white layers in between. Some fans of the symbol also point to the many black seeds as a nod to the flag's darker stripe. It's not a formal emblem, but a visual shorthand that a wide audience can understand without words. Then there's the everyday life angle. Watermelon is a common, affordable fruit in Gaza, the West Bank, and among Palestinian communities abroad, especially in summer. It's something families share during meals, at picnics, or after protests when people are tired but hopeful. Using watermelon as a symbol keeps things humane and non-threatening. You can talk about resistance without shouting, simply by honoring daily life, food, and family. It's a language of resilience that anyone can relate to. Social media amplified the idea. People posted pictures of sliced watermelons arranged to mimic the flag, or with green rinds painted with white and red accents. Cartoons and memes turned the fruit into a portable emblem, a way to signal solidarity and identity even when flags were inconvenient to display. A watermelon becomes a portable poster, warm, soft around the edges, and easy to share with friends and neighbors, near and far. It's a form of soft power, hard to ban, easy to carry, and deeply human. Let's add a bit of history. The resistance in Palestine has long used symbols that are accessible to everyday life. The keffiyeh, for example, became a widely recognized symbol of solidarity. The watermelon, by contrast, operates on a subtler level. It's less about politics shouted in the streets and more about memory, culture, and community. The fruit's colors tie back to the flag, and the act of sharing or photographing a watermelon ties to mutual support, sharing food with neighbors, pooling resources in tough times, and celebrating small victories together. Of course, there are caveats. Symbols matter differently to different people. Some Palestinians emphasize the flag or slogans, others carry memories in songs, clothing, or art. A watermelon symbol can feel light or even kitschy to outsiders, and that's a fair critique. The real point is that resistance isn't only about grand gestures. It can also be about preserving daily life, dignity, and hope under pressure. The watermelon is one thread in a larger fabric of culture and resistance, not the whole story. Symbolic power often hides in plain sight. The watermelon, in its everyday form, reminds us that resistance is not only about marches and speeches. It's also about care for neighbors, preserving memory, and finding joy even when you live under strain. The fruit's simple sweetness stands in contrast to the brutal news cycle, offering a moment of shared humanity. For many, the watermelon is a little beacon, proof that culture, food, and identity can survive a political storm, and that quiet endurance matters just as much as loud declarations. Across the diaspora, the watermelon travels with people who left their homes for work, study, or safety. In cities far from Palestine, fans copy the symbols in street art, cafe murals, or even restaurant menus as a quiet act of belonging. The fruit becomes a shared reference that helps people feel connected when the news is heavy and distances are long. What the watermelon does, in the end, is demonstrate how symbols can travel without border checks. It's a stone's throw away from every kitchen, a story you can tell at a family table in Ramallah, in Nairobi, or in Seattle, wherever Palestinians live. The fruit becomes part of a shared imagination, a reminder that people everywhere want to be seen, fed, and protected. In that sense, the watermelon isn't just about a specific conflict, it's about all of us who cling to everyday life as a form of resistance. So remember, a watermelon isn't just a fruit, it's a living symbol of perseverance,